Confessional poetry is a type of life writing which reveals intimate details of a poet's life in a cryptic way. Sylvia Plath is one of the most revered confessional poets of all time. Ariel was written in the last year of her life and left on her desk before she committed suicide in 1963. Amongst other things, Ariel reflects her tumultuous marriage with Ted Hughes, accusing him of being unfaithful and abusive. In an uncharacteristically confessional style, Hughes reflects upon his marriage to Plath in Birthday Letters. However, Birthday Letters is hardly a nostalgic rumination of this time. Churchwell contends that Plath and Hughes used poetry to enact their private battles in the public sphere, and that Ariel and Birthday Letters reflect a 35-year battle of the sexes. Until recently, Hughes controlled virtually all of Plath's writing, preventing her from expressing her thoughts and reflections in her own way. With the publication of the original version of Ariel in 2004, Plath's voice has been restored. However, Plath's work was never about Hughes in the way that Birthday Letters is about Plath. Plath writes of isolated fragmentary instances that are recognisably drawn from her life with Hughes, but nowhere does she write what she declares a narrative of autobiographical poetry in the way Hughes does in Birthday Letters. Ariel draws from many aspects of Plath's life. Poems such as Morning Song explore birth and motherhood, Lady Lazarus and Tulips reflect upon depression and suicide, and it also contains a series of poems about beekeeping. Conversely, Birthday Letters outlines Hughes' life with Plath from the moment he first saw her to years after her death. Plath and Hughes' conflicting accounts of one day can be seen in the rabbit catcher poems in Ariel and Birthday Letters. The rabbit catcher in Ariel captures Plath's raw emotional state after learning of her husband's affair with Assia Weevil. Although she never refers to Hughes by name, she conveys the pain which his infidelity inflicts upon her. She describes him as having a mind like a ring, sliding shut on some quick thing, the constriction killing me also. In Birthday Letters, Hughes claims ignorance as to the cause of Plath's Dybbuk fury and Germanic scowl, writing, "I was a fly outside on the window pane of my own domestic drama." Here, Hughes portrays himself as a doting husband, claiming, "I simply trod accompaniment, carried babies, waited for you to come back to nature." Hughes also manipulates Plath's poem Daddy to suggest that he was the victim of Plath's obsession with her deceased father. In the shot, Hughes describes Plath as a high-velocity bullet that went clean through me to bury yourself at last in the heart of the god. Therefore, Hughes employs poetry as a weapon in Birthday Letters to argue that Plath was a force only the right witch doctor could have handled. Although Plath and Hughes make their private lives public in their poetry, neither Ariel nor Birthday Letters can be read as an accurate account of their marriage. In Ariel, the ambiguity lies in deciphering the truths from creative license and hyperbole. For example, how much of the jailer can be read literally? Did Hughes truly drug and rape Plath and burn her with cigarettes? As Churchwell writes, Plath's readers struggled to disentangle art from life, and the literal and figurative bled into one another. On the other hand, the primary issue of Birthday Letters lies in the fallibility of memory. The difficulty Hughes has in remembering is reflected in Fulbright Scholars, where he wonders, "Where was it? In the Strand? Were you among them?" Therefore, Ariel and Birthday Letters can be seen as two sides of a very public battle of the sexes, as illustrated in the rabbit catcher poems. However, Ariel is not about Hughes in the way that Birthday Letters is about Plath. Also, the very nature of poetry complicates some of Ariel's claims. How do we know what is truth, and what has been embellished or omitted? Finally, the publication of Birthday Letters more than 30 years after Plath's death raises questions about the accuracy of Hughes's memory. How much has been falsely remembered? These are questions that have no answers. Ultimately, there is no victor from Plath and Hughes' long dispute, just a messy entanglement of accusations and truth claims that will never be solved.